South Africa finds itself walking an economic tightrope. The country faces a multitude of challenges. Unemployment remains stubbornly high. Economic growth is sluggish. The government's debt continues to balloon, putting immense pressure on the national budget. Years of mismanagement and corruption have eroded trust and hampered investment. South Africans are feeling the pinch, grappling with rising living costs and a lack of opportunities. The situation calls for decisive action and innovative solutions to steer the country towards a more prosperous future. The government's budget deficit is a major concern. This means that the government is spending more money than it is taking in through taxes and other revenue streams. To cover this shortfall, the government has to borrow money, adding to the national debt. As this debt grows, so too does the amount of money needed to service it, further straining the budget. This vicious cycle threatens to trap South Africa in a quagmire of debt and economic stagnation. The Democratic Alliance, South Africa's official opposition party, has unveiled a bold plan aimed at balancing the country's budget by 2025. Their approach centers on a combination of spending cuts, structural reforms, and pro-growth policies. The DA argues that these measures are essential to restore fiscal discipline, stimulate economic growth, and create a more sustainable future for South Africa. One of the cornerstones of the DA's plan is a significant reduction in government expenditure. They propose a freeze on public sector wages, a reduction in the size of the civil service, and a streamlining of government departments. The DA argues that these measures are crucial to rein in wasteful spending and redirect funds towards essential services such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure. The DA's plan, if successfully implemented, holds the potential to yield several benefits for South Africa. By reining in government spending and reducing the budget deficit, the DA's plan aims to stabilize the economy and restore investor confidence. This could lead to increased investment, both domestic and foreign, which is crucial for driving economic growth and creating jobs. Furthermore, the DA's emphasis on structural reforms, such as reducing red tape and promoting competition, could create a more business-friendly environment. This could encourage entrepreneurship and attract new businesses to South Africa, further boosting economic activity and creating employment opportunities. Despite the potential benefits, the DA's plan has not been without its critics. Some argue that the proposed spending cuts, particularly in areas like social grants and public sector wages, could disproportionately impact the poor and vulnerable. Others contend that the plan's focus on austerity measures could stifle economic growth, particularly in the short term. The success of the DA's plan hinges on a multitude of factors, many of which are beyond their control. Global economic conditions, commodity prices, and unforeseen events could all impact the effectiveness of their proposals. Moreover, implementing such ambitious reforms requires strong political will and the ability to navigate complex negotiations with various stakeholders.